fulfilled his pledge to connect Eru sub-county with electricity.
Dong podwake korma wange ni ma Minister of Energy ko kome bino eni Erusi ni omako wakoringe already nyoinge duyadi momako machine tuchkodi Erusi cause aneno ni ama His Excellency binu kakai jido jube kapenyi wadogo beka dolo Honorable Joshua ni mash jube kadwa kwa ya Erusi tie Congo but revenue jushoki Erusi dong anyangpo ni Erusi tie Congo nyene di nyo jumio Uganda chichoki revenue Congo there. This is my challenge.
The launch of the electricity connection was graced by district leaders of Nebi Municipality, Nebi District Councillors, Chairperson LC5 Nebi District, Honorable Orombi Emmanuel, Nebi District Woman Member of Parliament, Honorable Agnes Ashibu, and technocrats, among others. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, Nilecast.
In commemoration of the World Refugee Day set to take place on the 28th of June 2024 in Arua City local government leadership together with development partners led by VNG Uganda flagged off the tree planting exercise where 1,000 tree seedlings were planted in the 5 different primary schools within Arua City. Take a look. In commemoration of the World Refugee Day set to take place on the 28th of June 2024, Arua City local government leadership together with a consortium of partners led by VNG Uganda flagged off the tree planting exercise where 1,000 tree seedlings were planted in 5 different primary schools within Arua City. That is Pokea Primary School, NILE Primary School, Aripenzu Primary School, Kubo Primary School, and Aliba Primary School. The tree planting initiative was flagged off at Pokea Primary School by the Deputy Resident City Commissioner of Aivu Division and a demonstration of the tree planting exercise by the representatives of the development partners, school administration representative, refugee students, and Arua City local government leaders. Just as Oluto Elema, the head teacher of Pokea Primary School, thanked the government of Uganda for the open door policy given to the refugees, committing to take care of the tree seedlings provided to the school.
I want to extend my thanks to the government of Uganda for one thing, that is for accepting to keep the refugees, to hold the refugees here in Uganda. Otherwise, if these refugees were not here in Uganda, we would not have received these seedlings. These things we have received them in the commemoration of the refugees, and the refugees we accepted here by our government. So I now really wish to thank our government, and I wish the government long live. And now I also thank you who have organized this today, and you have chosen Pokea to be one of the schools to benefit from this. And actually it is God that has actually made you to choose Pokea. Because as a head teacher of Pokea, I'm a tree lover. I know these trees, I'm going to try my level best so long as I'm here to make sure these trees must grow.
Vento Ofeti, the head teacher of Aripenzu Primary School, stated that the school is undertaking different activities of conserving the environment, including tree planting, so as to reduce on the carbon emission in the environment.
Today we are going to plant the trees. I'll be grateful because our environment will be protected. Not only like this, and we have other programs the children are carrying here to protect our environment. Like we also have our school project, which is extremely there for building orchards and also establishing green yards. We want our place left to green. All this effort is to protect our environment so that the carbon level is reduced in our surroundings.
Stephen Adrico, the head teacher of Aliba Primary School, thanked the government of Uganda for its open door policy given to the refugees, as this has brought very many development initiatives to the host communities.
I would also like to thank the government of Uganda for accepting refugees in our country, and they have brought for us very many innovations and changes where they have constructed classrooms, which is under Dr. Deep. Coupled with that, tree planting activities have been also taking place, which we impressed, and we encourage you to cooperate with us. We have benefits of these trees, which provide shade for learners, which they can use for studies, and also it can act as income generating activity for the school in near future, whereby these trees can provide timber.
Joble Cornelius, the deputy town clerk, Arua City, stated that the city has changed their approach of tree planting by imparting students in schools with the knowledge of tree planting so that they can encourage locals to plant trees in their community.
We want to applaud VNG for particularly singling out this activity, because as you can all see now, climate change is real, and anything that we must do it with the mindset that there is climate change at the end of the day. And one of the activities actually to combat climate change is to plant more trees. Why we are doing this now is we want to change approach. Previously, we have been planting trees in this city, but unfortunately, they do not see the end of the day. Would plant, they get destroyed. Would plant, they get destroyed. That means people are not taking care of the trees that are planted, and yet it helps each and every one. So we shifted our approach to the schools. You know, when you impart knowledge to the young ones, that knowledge is going to last for generations and generations. And that's why we think that let us choose schools, go and initiate this activity from the schools, so that these young ones, the learners, will not only stop at planting in the school at institutional level, but they will take the knowledge back home and also plant in their homes. And I think that will be a big challenge for those of us who are grown-ups. So it is a shift in approach, and I think it is going to work. I'm very, very confident it is going to work.
Godfrey Jonah Bigiti, the Deputy Resident City Commissioner, Ivo Division, during the flagging off of the tree planting initiative, stressed the importance of trees to the sustainability of the climate, stating that those that cut down trees are enemies of good climate in the community.
We are trying to protect our environment. People go on cutting down mangoes, jackfruit. Those are enemies. They are our enemies. The importance of trees in areas of our life. Trees gives us oxygen. Trees gives us in the rain cycle. They are a factor. So we are here not because we have refugees, but it is a government program of tree planting because we have it as a policy. Refugees create pressure on our environment because they have to use firewood, they have to use charcoal. That population which is added to.
And more in our stories, Honorable Nyamutoro Fiona, the State Minister for Energy and Mineral Development, has responded to the recent attempted shooting by 5 private security guards and vows to continue the actions against illegal mining in the country. Alfred Jawok reports.
Following the arrest of 5 private security guards of Wolf Security Company Limited who allegedly resisted the Minister of State for Mineral Development, Honorable Fiona Nyamutoro, and technical team to access an illegal mining site of National Cement Company at Butare Katojo in Muko Sub-County, Rubanda District, finally the minister has spoken out on the incident, as the minister, together with the technical team from the Directorate of Geological Survey and Mines, accompanied by PMPU, went to inspect iron ore exploration license number EL00340 belonging to Steam Investments in Muko, Rubanda District. They received a complaint from directors of Steam that the exploration licenses had been trespassed on by unknown people who were mining illegally without a license, allegedly working for John Muruli Mohambi and National Cement Company. On Friday, 21st June 2024, while speaking to West Nile TV, Honorable Fiona Nyamutoro narrated how the incident happened. The minister lamented that the same security guards blocked her convoy and cocked their guns, threatening to shoot at her.
Had a very unfortunate incident while we were in the field in between Rubanda and Chisoro. We had a scuffle between a private security guard and the police, who were denying us exits from one of the illegal mines that were being carried out by National Cement Company. So during that scuffle, the private security guards cocked their guns and wanted to shoot at our convoy, which was being led by the DPC of the area and the Mineral Police, which is very unfortunate. But it is a strong message, and it was just a glimpse of what happens to many of our inspectors in the ministries as they go out to inspect the different mines and to try and stop illegal mining. As Minister of State for Mineral Development, I highly condemn the acts that happened.
She added that the operations against illegal mining in the country will continue amidst resistance from people undertaking the illegal activities. She vowed not to bow down to pressure being mounted on her during her countrywide tour.
And I want to send out this message as a caution to all people who are involved in illegal mining, that we are not stopping the operation. We are relentlessly putting in all efforts to ensure that responsible mining is carried out in the country, that there is proper utilization of minerals for the beneficiation of citizens of Uganda, and we are going to move across this country. We are going to crack you down, we are going to close the mines, and we are going to arrest everyone that we find culpable.
The 5 private security guards, Kiza Deos, Okorbot Robert, Niwagaba Anthony, Kajugo Matthias, Muchunguzi Robert, were arrested and handed over to Territorial Police of Rubanda Central Police Station and will be charged accordingly. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, Nile Cast.
During a community baraza held on Friday, the 21st of June 2024, which was attended by the area DLC councillor, the technical and political leaders of Nyadri sub-county and the Wananchi, locals from Maricha district were sensitized on the policy guidelines of parish development model. The sensitization is a result of the parish development model in the various sub-counties, including Nyadri, allegedly due to corruption. Take a look.
During a community baraza held on Friday, 21st of June 2024, which was attended by the area DLC councillor who represented DLC 5 chairman, the technical stroke political leaders of Nyeri sub-county and the Wananchi, the assistant RDC for Maricha district, Mr. Collins Dramane, sensitized the residents on the policy guidelines of PDM, where he quoted some sections which allows 5,000 shillings fee that can be charged on a SACCO member.
PDM guideline Malia manifesto akuselia se parisiflu Malia section na ko India yo dile keni emi akuselia se bénéfice rupi de monede emi sande ko no bi se na ziki fe gaga ra sanda amini fere Mali Selingi Alfita Uku.
The LC1 chairman for Ombea village in Barrier Paris, Nyeri sub-county, Mr. Drabe Dixon, asked why LC1 chairpersons have continued to be eliminated from benefiting in the PDM program.
Money ba diare PDM mundi program ni efoso bakana kini LC chairman ki system ba ya. Okay, another Madri village eke registered. Okay, Madriara out in Gonia.
Since PDM has a revolving fund and it is mainly for aiding peasants to transform from subsistence agriculture to commercial agriculture, the LC2 chairperson for Kimiru Paris, Mr. Nyatini Amos, asked the district officials to answer what will be the fate of a beneficiary or beneficiaries whose crops they planted using PDM money may be destroyed by hailstorm or floods.
Mr. RDC, Aletangaye, may clarify Gamani that school beneficiaries in Nikiniko, Alu, Secho Dani, because the PDM thing is based on agriculture. Kangabari Manyakadi destroyed that government in Kiriti Barivos Lingi demand here. Kadi Yog the best option in Ghana.
Mr. Draza Gaspar, the sub-county chief for Nyeri sub-county, appealed to the people in the area to use appropriate channels of reporting problems instead of jumping to other higher offices.
I think you are my tap there your information office the beji rinya you send me lenzu Kampala mi get out there can come at the parish level can go at the village level else we can z kafi mi document at parish level per sub county kamukum district later we should use this office not that me office the Korea me ngambu dire alako but I'm a follow channel bani asinda ngaria.
The councillor representing people of Nyeri sub-county to Marsa District Council, Honorable Aliochiri Miselia, accused PDM committee officials at parish level for spreading misinformation for their own benefit of collecting money from SACCO group members.
Sende suba PDM di madrie dike badike ududriasi enzoli di sub county adia asilema no badike enzoli dini iyo aziba rudu aku badike lurale mini bale sende dini badike sende mazike nani amari mazini ko pito azini mafu ku dada mafu ku.
The assistant RDC, Mr. Collins Dramane, who presided over the Community Baraza, used this occasion to answer to some of the queries raised by the people in Nyeri sub-county concerning elimination of LC1 chairpersons from benefiting, and also a concern on eventualities like disaster that may affect crop production of a PDM beneficiary.
Me apply PDM me me one of the beneficiaries. See Mamu Deni. Say can you do me a fatea? Can you tuka kadini yani? Afa mini sare dradi tek. Mega idla Angonia. It's obikili ruba. Adre du simi mo la kini. Sanda se sara mako dara mi se base mi se mako rozi kubala. Izo rozi le yani e ga fa okosa akasi niku. Immediately odu mi sini kan ku se afa ndoto ne mi afa zazo da se mi di report ni si di oke diati sabanti finance ba autorité rekiti e mi persifo ne ti mi report evo ba mu afa ni profile e mi rakwe.
Parish development model, whose main pillars are production, storage, processing and marketing infrastructure and economic services, financial inclusion, social services, mindset change among others, is an NRM government program launched by President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni on 26th of February 2022, where the government is every financial year injecting into it 100 million shillings per parish in Uganda, is facing some challenges in Marsa District. Yusuf Osuta, West Nile Television, Nalcast.
My name is Oraku Benson Pastore. This is still West Nile Television. The program which is going on live is the West Nile Television Nilecast News. And this is, of course, the segment of Nilecast Sports. And it has been a busy week in Arua City as far as the school ball game 2 is concerned. Starting from Monday up to today, it has already come to an end. And of course, tear gas and love bullets rocked Barfa playing grounds in Arua City as security forces were engaged in running battles with the hooligans who wanted to disorganize the event. The hooligans, who are allegedly suspected to be students of different schools within Arua City, pelted stones at the camps of the rivals and crowds, calling for the intervention of the security forces. Over the years, students suspected from the schools such as Mbara Senior Secondary School, St. Joseph's College Ombati Senior Secondary School, and the Republic Senior Secondary School, among others, have been identified for causing chaos during sporting activities. Before we take a look at the concerns of the stakeholders, in summary, the viewers, of course, we want to know the champions from the sector of athletics in girls category. it has gone into the hands of Arusha Senior Secondary School. Meanwhile, from the side of boys, it has gone into the hands of Republic Senior Secondary School, the defending champions. Meanwhile, in basketball, from girls, it has been lifted by Mvara Senior Secondary School. Meanwhile, for boys, it was lifted by St. Joseph's College, Wambati Senior Secondary School. And in netball, again, the defending champions, Republic Senior Secondary School, they are the champions. Let's take a look at the concern of the different stakeholders as far as the chaos is concerned.
As far as what people have observed and what the ASU chairperson has talked about in discipline, indeed, it is really perturbing, and a solution to this is collective bargaining. Let's come together and fight this device. In fighting this, we will now have in place other bodies that have come in. Those days we did not have sports council. I want to announce that we will now have a well-formed sports council. Soon they are going to be functional.
There is one serious concern. Most of the speakers have already hinted. That is the issue of hooligans. Guess of honor, first time when we were here for ball game 1, I personally suffered. And I'm sure some of our big officers today, they fear to come just because of the act of our students. So can we come together and eradicate this vice?
And next time we want to see those who are providing alcohols and other substances during this exercise. We are going to determine them and also get them prosecuted, not only the students, because where do they get them? So we know we have outsiders who are doing the same. These are our own children, these are our own properties, these are properties of the government of Uganda. We need to take care of them very well.
Let's leave local stories here, and it's the right time for us to jet to Europe, and we talk about the ongoing European Championship in Germany, and at the same time Copa America also bouncing back. But before we talk about Copa America, let's talk about European Championship. Games were also played yesterday, and today others have already taken place. And there is one which is going on, and the last kick-off game will be at 10 p.m. Right now, there is a game going on between Turkey and Portugal. It's in Group F, and you will also be expecting a game between Georgia and Czech Republic, and this game will be 10 p.m. East African time, and also Belgium up against Romania. This game will also be at 10 p.m. East African time in Group E. And yesterday, games were also played where we saw Austria defeating Poland by 3-1, and the Netherlands played out a barren draw, a 0-0 draw with France. Xavi Simons came up with a goal, but it was cancelled. And England, the other time they played with Denmark, it ended 1-1. And looking at the games that are set to be played tomorrow, you will be expecting a game in Group A. Of course, the group stages games in Group A, they are finalizing tomorrow with the host country that has already sealed the ticket to the knockout stages. Germany set to host that. Switzerland, that is still fighting for the battle. And Hungary, meanwhile, will be having a date with Scotland. And as I said earlier on, also Copa America bouncing back. It started yesterday with the open ceremony, the game between Argentina and the country called Canada, where we saw Argentina beating Canada by 2-0. And one game also took place today. It was actually between Peru and Chile. That game ended in a barren draw. Games are set to bounce back also tomorrow with 2 games on the card in Group B, where you will be having a game between Ecuador and Venezuela. And lastly, Jamaica, still in Group B, will be entertaining Mexico. That one brings us to the end of today's edition of NILE Sports News, and also it has brought us to the end of this week's NILE Sports News. Let's link up again on Monday. Still, you'll be seeing the same face, same name in front of the camera lens, doing it for you.
Thank you, Raku Benson Pastore, for yet another NILEcast Sports Edition only on West Nile Television. This marks the end of the NILEcast only on West Nile Television. Thank you always for taking the time to be with us from the beginning of the NILEcast